You are looking at the 2014 Fiat 500L. This is a very significant vehicle for Fiat because it is the first vehicle sold in America by Fiat that can seat 5 people. But it's much more than that. Even though it's called a 500L, it really doesn't have a lot in common with all of the other 500 models. It really should be called maybe the 600L. This is known as a multi-purpose vehicle. And I gotta tell you, this is the first Fiat I would consider owning. The 500L is a derivative of the Fiat Multipla, which was sold in Europe. We didn't get that vehicle, but we get this much better looking, more refined version of the Multipla. Multipla arguably started that whole multi-purpose vehicle segment, and you can see where Fiat has evolved with it. Now, one of the design cues of this 500L is this corner window, which I wasn't quite sure about when I first saw it, but it's really very functional. It increases your visibility and kind of reduces those blind spots. So I think this is a really good design that just works with this vehicle. When you see a vehicle of this size and you hear 1.4 liter 4-cylinder engine, you might think that's not going to be enough power, but it's more than enough power for this vehicle. It's a multi-air turbo engine. It's the same engine you would find in the Dodge Dart, a sibling vehicle. Now, it produces 160 horsepower and 184 foot-pounds of torque. That's plenty of power. We had this thing loaded up, 80 miles an hour, no problem. Handles well. Acceleration is just fine for this vehicle. It's a front-wheel drive vehicle as expected. You have a 6-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual. One of the things that really impressed us after driving the 500L for a week is what great fuel economy you got. 33 miles to the gallon in the highway and 25 in the city. That's hard to believe for a vehicle of this size, but that's what impressive technology is under the hood of this Fiat 500L. The other thing that impressed us is the price. Starting price for a base model, which is only available in a 6-speed manual, is just under $19,200. The MPV or multi-purpose vehicle segment has really been growing. You have vehicles like the Nissan Juke and Mini Countryman, just to name a few. Now, what makes it an MPV is its functionality. It needs to have 5 doors, it needs to have a lot of cubbies for storage, and things like this removable shelf. This shelf that serves as a way to kind of hide the spare tire can actually be removed and placed onto a second layer. This way you have some storage underneath and storage on top. These are the kind of things that make this a multi-purpose vehicle. The 500L is available in 4 trim levels, starting with the base top, which is only available in a manual. Moving up to the next level, which is the Easy, then followed by the Trekking and the top of the line Lounge. Our test vehicle here is a Lounge, fully equipped with navigation, around $26,000. Now, one of the nice things is once you get into the upscale models is you have a choice of a matching roof, so the same color as the rest of the body, or you can get a white or black roof. So this is kind of leading into that customization that Mini has had so much success with, and Fiat hopes to capitalize on that as well. But Fiat did a great job with the interior of the 500L. It's a very roomy vehicle. It's called a multi-purpose vehicle, and it certainly lives up to its name. One of the things you notice is how much visibility, how much headroom you have. Just overall space is amazing. They also have a lot of really neat compartments. There's a double glove box, as well as plenty of storage areas throughout the doors and the dash, etc. The steering wheel is kind of unique. It's almost a square steering wheel that's got rounded corners. You don't really see that too often, but it really kind of suits this vehicle. It's a very comfortable steering wheel. The seats are comfortable. The infotainment system is very impressive for a vehicle that's around $25,000. Just overall functionality of this vehicle has really impressed us and surprised us. This is a hard vehicle to not recommend when you look at the competitors, the Nissan Juke and the Mini Countryman. I think that this is more functional, has more usable space, and quite honestly, really a better driving vehicle. The engine is a 1.4 liter multi-air. Doesn't disappoint. You have a great 6-speed automatic that performs quite nicely. We're going 80 miles an hour right now. It's relatively quiet. The engine is a little noisy during accelerations. You can hear that, but After all, it is an economy car. It's a small displacement engine, so it's going to be working pretty hard despite some great technology under the hood. For me, the 500L just nails the MPV segment. Everything from what's under the hood, to the fuel economy, to the functionality, and the spaciousness of this vehicle, the ease of use, ease of driving. It's just an amazing vehicle. I think for the money, it's by far the leader of the segment. If you don't buy this car and you're in the market for this type of MPV vehicle, I think you might be making a big mistake.